Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and we're back for another episode of I Saw It on Pinterest. And I am not even sure what episode we're on. Last video I said it was 32, and I think it was actually 31. So I think we're on 32, but we're just going to call it episode 30 something. And today we are going to do something similar to this. This is actually an ATC card by Split Coast Stampers. And let's look at a little more detail. The website is splitcoaststampers.com. And it looks like that this is... I was trying to find a date. It looks like she did this somewhere back in 2013. So it's been a while since she did this. And like I said, this is actually an ATC card. I am going to do mine on either a manila tag or this payroll index card. I couldn't decide which I wanted, so I grabbed one of each, and we're going to see which one fits the best. So I believe reading this, that hers is actually from a digital. But I am going to do mine from an actual vintage book. I have several vintage reading books, children's reading books. They're one of my favorite things. I just love the images in them. And so I have found an image that I'm going to use to create mine. And she has the red and white polka dot paper, and because of the image that I chose, I'm using green polka dot paper. And then she has some vintage book page behind that looks like some other kind of I can't tell if it's actually from a reading book or it's just a regular book, but I'm going to use, I think, one of these. These are children's songbooks from school. So I'm going to use one of those. And then it looks like she has some tea-dyed paper or something like that as well. And then she has used, some words on here. And I actually have the text from the page that I took out. And so we'll figure out which one of these we're going to use on ours. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out which one of these I think my images are going to fit the best on. And I think because of the width, because this card is wider, I think I'm going to have to use the card, because what I want to do is I want to create kind of this look where hers had 2 layers. Well, she had 3 layers though, because she had spot pulled out. Yeah, she had 3 layers. So this is the final look that I'm going to go for. So I think I am going to use the card. And I'm going to flip it over this way, cover this side, so that you can still journal on that side. Alright, so let me see as far as... We have the Strawberry Fair. We have Summer Song. Maybe we should do Summer Song for this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that for my music. And then let me grab a piece of scrap coffee dyed paper and a tea dyed paper. I think this is actually tea dyed paper. Okay, so let's get our background down first. I think this is going to be a pretty easy one. Of course, every time I say something like that, it turns into a disaster. And I've got Halloween exploded all over my room where I was working on my Halloween tags. I've also been working on, I'll show you real quick. I found these little dangles, and I've been putting some of these together with just stuff that I had laying around. And I think they're turning out pretty good, but they're very labor intensive for me. They're not hard, they're just a little fiddly. So I'm hoping to get about a half a dozen of these done to list. But I think they're pretty cute. And they have a little mini clip on the top, so you just take the mini clip and clip it to your page or to the outside of your book. So I think those are pretty cute, and I think I have enough stuff to make about 6. So I'm going to make some of those and list those in my shop. Okay, back to what we were doing. Sorry for that tangent there. All right, so let's decide how we want the green piece first. Green piece. Okay, so I want to rip it in no particular way here. Get that out of the way so we don't have that big piece of paper in our way. And then I'm going to rip it down this side. Get that big piece of paper out of our way. Okay, so there is a rough idea, and then oh, here it is. I was like, where's my piece of music that has the summer thing on it? And I don't even know if that'll show. You do where it says no, because I need it to come. I'm sure I'm gonna worry about this and it's not even gonna show. All right, so if I rip this kind of here, and kind of here. All right, and then our tea dye is gonna go, we're gonna put it like pretty much just like this and glue it down first so that we have most of that stuff in the back covered up. Okay, so that gets all our big pieces we don't need out of the way. Alright, here we go. I hope everybody's having a good week, by the way. Ooh, which way do I want? I think I want the darker. Okay, so I'm going to put this down just with glue stick. Put my glue gun here. My glue stick is a Pritt stick, and I really like it. I never would really use glue stick before I found this one, because I never felt like they were very dependable. But this one works very well, and I get mine from Amazon. And I buy them like in a box, and I think they come about six to a box. Something like that. You can get bigger quantities, but I never get more than that because I'm always afraid they're gonna go bad. I don't know if glue sticks go bad. I know before when I was using like a Yoo-hoo or Frou-frou or however you say it, seems like after a while they just dry up and go bad. Okay, so there's our first piece, and then we're gonna put our green. No, we need to put our music. We need to put our music next. I need to move that way over. I'm not liking that this is going all the way to the corner. I'll scoot that over as far as I can. You know, it's like I said, you're not going to be able to see hardly any of this by the time we get everything all on there, so I don't know why I'm worried about it. I think about right there. And I'm not gonna, yeah, I am. I started saying I'm not gonna ink that, but yeah, I am. Who am I kidding? Of course I am. Okay. Just get my glue book over here out of the way. All right, now our green will go here. And I definitely need to do something with that. It's so white compared to everything else. real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Say real quick, and I can't find it. I had it over there doing something else with it over on my other area. I like this because it kind of yellows the paper just slightly, but it's not going to totally, brown it up like if you use Vintage Photo or something like that. It just puts a nice kind of aged look on the paper. And I don't know how well that shows up on camera, but it really does make it, you can tell it a lot better, when I put it on next to these other papers, that it doesn't, that it's not as white. Okay, so we'll get that one down, and then we'll have our background down. And this polka dot paper is just really cheap Hobby Lobby scrapbook paper that I probably have had in my stash, oh gosh, 10 years. It was just a pad that had all kinds of different colors of polka dots and stripes, and I think it's got a harlequin print in it, and they're all like primary colors. Okay, so there's our background. So now let's figure out how we're going to lay out our little people. Obviously, I want her, Mom, and Sally to be in the very background. And I don't think I'm going to ink them. Now I may ink the other two levels, but I'm not going to ink this one because it is not my main focal point. So I want it to appear more like a background piece than a focal point, even though the whole picture obviously is kind of, goes together. But as you can see, by not inking and it being pretty close to the color of the other papers, it kind of makes it go into the background more, which is what I want. Okay, and then see, we're not going to be able to see that summer. This is going to be our next level, and for that level I am going to take some 3D tape and put on the back. And this is black. This tape is, which I like that because you don't have that white sticking out from behind your picture. And I think that'll be good. I put this on some pretty stiff cardstock. And then this is going to be our third layer. Move them up just a tad. And so we would want this one to be even higher. Now think about right there. So we'll put 2 layers. On them. And I'll tell you, this is tape. I think I mentioned this in another video. I just got this, and this backer sheet does not want to come off. It's not that I can't grab it, it's like it does not want to come off there. There we go. It's very sticky though. And I'm not going to worry about covering, like putting a whole big old long strip to get my second layer. I'm just going to do little pieces for that. Goodness gracious. Can you hear that? I mean, that's me trying to peel that off. The other day I got so frustrated with it, I thought I'm just going to glue it on with it on there. Which may be what I end up doing, because that is so frustrating. Okay, that would show. And I do not have the package that it came in, or I would tell you what brand it is and tell you not to buy it. It's just not worth it. I mean, once you get it started off the edge, it comes off, but the edge is like, golly. Okay. Let me go ahead and get, oh, don't you do that. Get these off. That one worked much better. Oh, I spoke too soon. Try the other one, edge. There we go. All right, so I want to place them right here. And then I want to place them right here. Okay, and let's trim his elbow is sticking over just ever so slightly. And it's actually not his elbow, it's the frame I left around it. Okay, so now we need to decide we could almost see if I can cut that straight. I think I'll just do that. Should we put Spot and Puff down here? Or should we put something here? I think we need something there. Sorry, I'm quiet thinking. Let's try this. I like that. I'll save my other little words for something else. Okay, let's ink these up. I'm going to do each one of them separately so I can get them where I want them. Whoops. When you have as much glue on your fingers as you do on the paper, it wants to stick to your fingers more than it wants to stick to the paper. Okay, and then since this is going to be a journal card, I would like to add either a tab up here or to the side. I think maybe up here, and I think it would be cute to do a fabric one and just kind of wrap it around the top. If I could find vintagey looking fabric, that would be really cute. Let me grab my little scrap bin of fabric and see if we can find something. These are all just my little bits and pieces that I've gotten here that are way too many. don't have much with color in here. It's the only thing. That's kind of cute. Here's some vintage from Vintage Apron. That's about all I see with really any kind of color. Got that. And that. Oh, there's some green and blue. That's not vintage, but color-wise, that might work. There's a piece of feed sack. Okay, so we've got this, which is really cute. Oops, lost a flower. I think this has got too much. Well, that's not bad, actually. It doesn't have any blue in it. We've got this one. Then we've got this one. Which is also kind of cute because it's almost got all the colors in it. But I don't know how much of it you're going to see, really. It is really cute, though. I have to do a smaller piece because I don't want to block Mom's head there. It's really thin. Maybe if I put another piece underneath it. But see, it's got all the colors. I like that one. I could put a piece of this yellow underneath. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's glue these two pieces together. To make that a little stiffer. Now the strings are all going to stick to my finger. And then I'm going to get my glue, 3-in-1 glue. Get my glue book out of the way. Let's see if I can manage to get this glued on. Okay. And then I'd like to have just a tiny, tiny piece of lace or something to go on this side because because it's so plain right there. Oh, everything is sticking to me now, guys. Ugh. And then maybe a little button. And I don't know. I might have one of my Halloween buttons here, like a white one. I've got a green one, but that green one's too big. That one's a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. Cute little journal card made with vintage Dick and Jane Sally book. And it was, again, a pen by, gotta look it up here, Split Coast Stampers. And the site is, I can't remember if it's .com or, yeah, splitcoaststampers.com. And it's an ATC card that she pinned back in 2013. So there we go. I hope everybody enjoyed that, and I hope you guys find some uses for your vintage children's books. Like I said, I love them. I have several, and I just love when I have an opportunity to use one to make something with. So I think with it being the end of summer and back to school, that this was a good make for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you, let's see, on Saturday, I guess. Until then, everybody have a great rest of the week. Bye.